viewers, so today we're going to show you how to use the Crayola marker maker. In case you got it for a holiday gift and you don't know how to use it, this will show you how to use it. So, first we're going to show you how we organize everything. So, we put the marker tubes in here, and we put these caps here, and we put the lid here. The little tips for the markers we put here. The colors we put in here. And then the mixer thing we put there. And the cartridge, I guess you could call it, that holds all of the ink we put here. And then the tweezers. And then down here we have all of the papers and stuff. So we have like a test paper to test the markers, the color guide, the labels, and then the instructions. So, and then we're gonna do all of this on a piece of newspaper, just so like it doesn't get everywhere.
Because if these spill, they may stain the floor, and just try not to get your clothing in there.
It's just for, you know, to be cautious. So to start, you're going to take your mixer and put it in here and make sure it locks in place.
Because they're little tiny thingies, tabs that connect to, that go into these.
So it won't fall out of place. Then you're going to decide your color, or you can make your own. To start, you should just do a color from here, and once you get used to how the colors mix together, then you can start to make your own.
We are going to start with this color. Yeah. It says, and then, so when you find the color that you want, you go to the first number, which ours is a 6, and you're going to go way up in the column, and then it normally says red, blue,
it says
yellow, or yellow. So ours says red. So that means that we're putting in 6 drops of red into this.
It's not drops. You go up to the line. So where the line says 6 is where you'll put in the red. And then the next color is blue. And you have 9 blue. But so you can just fill it all the way to 15. So we're going to put it in there. And it helps if you have one person watching the marks while the other person is filling. So I'm going to pour this in, and she's going to tell me
6, right?
When it's up to 6.
Stop.
Okay.
That was more like 7, but that's fine.
That's fine if it's a little off. Then I'm going to take this one and fill it all the way up.
Stop. And then we think it's okay if you go a little high because it's hard. And then
you just kind of want
to squeeze.
Just shake it just a little bit so the colors mix together a little better. We found that it works a little better when you do it like that.
Yes. And then you're going to grab one of these foam things that will pick up the ink. You're just going to press that in and wait for all the ink to absorb into the foam.
Now you want to press it in little bit by little bit, because if you press it in all at once, then the ink will just overflow.
Even though you have the tray, it would probably take a while to, even though you have the tray, to make sure it doesn't stain or anything.
It would just be
nicer
another problem
to not keep it from spilling, because then you would have to get it under the sink or under water.
Then you're going to wait for it to fill all the way up to the top. And while you're waiting, you're going to get one of these little tips and drop it in the hole right there.
Then you're going to grab one of these and make sure that this skinny end is connecting to the tip. And then you just set it in like that.
And then about now your foam thing should be filled up. Now, if you're having a debate on if it's filled up all the way or not, you look on the sides, and if there's a lot of ink still on the sides, like there, it's empty. Oop. there it's empty, but there it's filled. So you just kind of want all of that stuff on the side to be out. It's fine if it's pretty close, but.
So then you're going to use your tweezers, because if you use your fingers, you might stain them. So you're going to grab the foam with the tweezers, and remember that plastic stuff that you prepared earlier? We are going to put the foam in there,
And you'll have to
sort of press it down. There.
Then you're going to take this cap, which will seal the marker, and you're going to put it in. You're going to just put it in a little bit, and then you're going to use this to press it down. Now you'll hear 2 to 3 clicks. We've never heard 3.
But we have heard 1.
Yeah.
And 2. Like there, we got a 1 click.
And then
2 clicks. I think
There.
that's all.
So then you're going to
Set it in here.
And you're going to put on the cap. You're going to put on the cap, and then you're going to put it in here. Now it says to wait for like a certain amount of time, but we just wait until all the color fills up to the top of this. So, yeah, and while you're waiting, you can wash this out.
Or with the other mixer, if you're making more than 1 marker, with the other mixer you could remix that and make another marker.
Yeah, like if you do it fast enough.
We're going to rinse it out after the video.
Yeah, we don't know where the other one went, so. Now, while you're waiting for this to be filled, you should think of a color name you want it to be. So then you'll write it on this label. And when you put the label on, you want to put it on like this. So, because if you put it on like this, then the label will just wrap around itself. So this one, we like to have ours be alliteration.
So that's like if it was, we have done this marker before, we called it Rose Rage. So it would start with,
oh yeah, that was for a different one we made.
Start with the same letter.
Yeah, we made it pink, so we called it Rose Rage. And we also named different colors on people in our family, like that matched their personalities. Like there was an orange one, and we called it Marvelous Macy. And there was a purple one that was Bewildering Ben.
And then another purple one that was Cute Katie.
Yeah,
and there was one that was energetic Emily. Electric Emily.
So.
And then we named another one.
So, as you can see, this is almost filled up to the top. But we can't use the marker until it's filled up to the top. So, normally when we're waiting, we wash this out.
Or start a new one.
Or start a new one.
Normally we wash it out and then, well, normally the other person starts a new one and we both wash it out because while we're waiting for it to soak it normally.
Okay, so as you can see, it's almost up to the top. So we'll get out the testing paper to test it out.
And then when you see it soaking up, you know how it's sort of clear? Well, it's okay if it looks black because that's happened with our other markers and it hasn't made a difference.
Oh yeah, it looks darker than it actually is, like on most markers. It's like that. Okay,
but
so
you don't see it on most
there's
markers.
Just a little spot left. It's almost up. Any moment. So okay.
It is done. So now we're going to use our testing paper and draw a little design. Ooh, that's cool.
So now we tested it out and make sure it worked. How about it's a blue color, brilliant blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
you write it with that color. So you write the name in the little box with the color that you just made. You're gonna peel the sticker off.
Okay, so I'll take it off. And then we also found like it fits best if you have it go to like this, where this first line on there.
And then make sure it doesn't get on the cap.
Yeah. And then our box that has the markers is downstairs, and then you'll put it in your box and you're ready to go.